Stu, Matt, that's a 16th place position finish and a good win today at Aldershot, a 3-1 victory. That's a great way to cap off a great season, isn't it?
Yeah, look, I think from the start of the season, the aim is to stay up, and we've said it before, and I'll say it again, even though we've finished 16th, which is it's an incredible achievement for us as a part-time club to finish in the league position we did, but a huge credit to go to our fans. Home and away this season have been absolutely outstanding, and today, over in the far corner, just over there, they didn't stop singing from minute one all the way to the end, and then the scenes at the end, that's what it's all about. And I'm glad that we've been able to give them those type of memories this season, because the first season in the National League, they didn't get that opportunity to go see the big games and go to with crowds in, and actually people appreciate what a following we've got as a club. So we're going to need them more than ever next season. We've got to try and make sure now that we actually fill the Val. There's 2,500, 3,000 there every week, because I think the boys deserve it. I think that the football they're playing in this division, we're controlling most games with the ball. We have just as many efforts on goal as other teams, even the top teams. We've got to be a bit more clinical, but you've seen it. Week by week, we've got better by better, and we said that we had to be patient. There was a process in place, and me and Matty said it all along. We stuck to it, and we will keep sticking to it, and you see the lads learning. But we showed in the last probably 15 minutes that we can be proper gritty. Like Nick makes a foul. That's just coming with experience. They're starting to learn he has to take the foul, otherwise they have a shot on our goal and potentially equalise. So we've got to that level now, and we've got to build on it for next season. But the aim will still be, and people can call me negative, the aim will be to stay in the league, because we're probably going to end up the only part-time. In-house, we'll set different goals, which we will do. But to get 14 clean sheets in this league, it's incredible. To concede 99 goals the season before, to bridge that gap, it's incredible. I just want to thank all the loan lads. I want to thank Fulham, I want to thank Charlton as well for being so helpful with it. And I think the lads have come in, and I think they've proven that, next season, potentially, they can go play in the league. And that's what we're here for. We're a stepping stone to give lads an opportunity, and then what it'll help is us getting the next opportunity, because what's happening now is we're getting pro clubs ringing us, wanting us to take their players on loan. So it's some achievement for us as a management to a degree as well. Like, we've got to give ourselves some credit, because we've stuck to our beliefs, and it could have quite easily, after 2 games in, we could have gone against all our beliefs, but we stuck to it, and it's a credit to us as a management team.
As I say, we go to places such like your Stockports and Wrexhams, and actually, we leave there. Sometimes we have got something like the Wrexham game and the Stockport game, we take the lead, but again, as you said, stuck to our beliefs and how the way we play, and haven't just gone there to sort of upset the apple cart and throw 10 men behind the ball and try and get a lucky break. Is that why this season feels more of a fulfilment for you guys?
Yeah, I think we've approached every game in the right way. We've not been defeatist, we've not been negative and said, they've got a hell of a lot more than us in terms of what they have available to them as a football club. And we've just tried to stick to our beliefs and do things the right way, whether we're playing at home to a team that's lower down, or playing away to a Stockport or Wrexham. I think some of our best performance and some of our best days have actually been away at the big clubs, because I think they allow you to play a little bit more, and they respect you a little bit more, and they sink into their shape a little bit more, because that's what top players do. You see it at the Premier League level. You're kind of allowed to play a bit more, and these games today have probably been, although we've done well in terms of against teams and the mini league, as people have said, I don't think we've played brilliantly in some of the wins we've had. And I thought in spells today we played well, but I think across the season, like we said, we've been really, really consistent. You know what to expect with us. Probably in 5 games, we'll probably win 2, draw 1, and then have 1 where we've been horrendous, and then pick up another result in the 5th. So we've been really, really consistent, and that takes a lot from the lads to do that every week, because you don't have the recovery, you don't have the boots, you don't have the ice baths, you don't have all the shakes and the drinks. So for them to do that, forget about us, the credit goes to the lads.
There's some resilience in the group as well. I'd just say they're a young group, and when they do get beat, there's games where we've not been out the races and have lost heavily or performed not to our expectations, but when they get beat, they seem to just bounce back straight away, which is a testament to a young group like that, isn't it?
I think when you take the pressure off of a young group and you don't dig them out, and when they make errors, they're willing to learn from it, and that's what's happened. When you allow young lads to do that, they develop. And you've just seen the last game of the season, we've come here and they're putting a performance like they have in different ways. There's times in the game we were really good with the ball, and then there's times they're defending for their lives to defend the box. And if you let young lads develop like that, they end up kicking on and doing well, and I think that's what we've got with our group. And I think the belief we put in them, but then the belief they put in us, to believe that the way we play is right. Like, you look, the last 15 minutes, we're still playing out. because that's what we believe in, and we know that once we break that press, we can get down the other end and we can score. So that's why we'll keep sticking to our beliefs and keep going with it. Like, the lads have been outstanding this year, and like we said, we want to keep the core of the squad together, and we want to make sure that we can try and have a good start to the season next year. Like this season, we've had to recruit a whole new team. Hopefully, we don't have to recruit that at all. That we've got the core of the squad together, and we're just adding 4, 5, 6, maybe 8 max players with squad players here and there. And if we can do that, we'll be in a really good place coming into the summer.
And just with both yourselves as well, I've been given a 2-year deal this week. How does the security of that help you both going forward in wanting to build not just for this season, but in the future too?
I think it's security on both sides. I think as a club, you've got the security of keeping us if we do well, and then as a management team, you know where you are and you know where you're trying to build now. So we said it from minute one when we came in, it's a long-term project. We see it as a long-term project, and we want to get Wealdstone as high as possible. It's not, do well here and move on. We want to do as well as we can here and get this team. Listen, you don't want to be a little bit dreamy, but you're talking 10 years ahead. You want to be a team competing for the playoffs in this division. So yeah, the deal's nice and it's brilliant and all of that, but the reality is the job stays the same. Whether you've got a 1-year deal, a 2-year deal, or whatever, you've got to do the best you can. Make good signings, be brave at times as a management team. And I just want to say a big thank you to the management team as well. Beyond us, people like Craig, he's won a lot of points for us this season, because he's a little bit cooler head on the bench. When you get caught up, we'll admit it, you get caught up in the game a little bit. And he's won probably, I remember Kingsley away, I remember Southend, he said about going to 4-4-2. So he's on the same page, we said it on the Stones cast, he's on the same page. And then you go beyond that and you've got Jason, you've got Rachel, and you've got people like that, you've got T who's going to be leaving us. So you've got loads of people that, if I'm being honest, we're nothing without them. So a massive thank you to all of them, because without them, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing.
Obviously a big shout out to Tony as well, because this is his 15th season with us, and
he's been a big servant at the club.
Knocking it on the head.
But it's hard. Let people get to their stage in their life. He's getting married in the summer. He's going to need to spend some time with his family. That's what people don't see. The amount of hours that it takes up to do our side, to do T side, to wash the kit, to get it all ready, to make sure we've got the right kit. It's a big role within the club, the kit man, and he's been a huge part of us coming into the club, and he's made us feel welcome, and he's supported us really well. I just want to thank Rory, Dom, the board, Darren Linden, Nick Simmons, that do a great job in the community now, and it's something that me and Matty really believe in, the young lads in the community. And you look today, like we've probably got a good 100 hardcore now young fans, so the future's so bright at this club, and that's what we really believe in. Is we're not just building a team on the pitch. It helps when you can do well on the pitch, it grows off the pitch, but we got to make sure that we grow it in the community and make sure we get the next generation of fans. We still get the next kids. We got the lads going into the schools, which is brilliant, doing the maths project, and it's something that we want to just keep building on, because like the board have been really supportive for me and Matty. Like when we've had a few difficult moments this season, especially in the cup games, they've been really supportive, told us not to worry, keep believing in what we're doing, and they've stuck by us. And like that support is massive to us as a management team, because when you know you've got the backing of them and you're all in it together, it's powerful. And then when you see it today, Matty alluded to it in the Stones cast, that probably our best moment as a management team was the presentation do, because it felt like we're all together, the youth section, the fans, the players, you, the media, Chris, all of us, all in it together, down to Pam, Nick's wife, who makes food for the lads and stuff like that, to Lynn, who makes food for all the away coaches in games. Like, there's so many people at the club that don't get recognised, that they do an unbelievable job behind the scene, and we're all in it together now. So we give ourselves a great chance to have success at this football club now.
And Matt, you sort of said about 16th in final position. There's a lot of full-time teams with finish above as well, isn't there? Is that no reason we can't? I know you target first and foremost steps. Is there no reason we can kick on from there for next season?
We've got every reason in the world not to. That's the reality we have. We've got every reason if we don't want to kick on, or we want to make excuses. But as a management team, we don't see it like that. We see it as we finished above 5 full-time teams, one hybrid team. Sorry, finished in front of them. One hybrid team, we finished on the same points as Woking. And the reality is, like Stu said, we'll set goals where they'll be a little bit higher than we probably publicly come out with. But the reality is, we've got every reason in the world, but we don't want to be that management team that makes excuses. And like Stu said, we don't want a blame culture or anything when we lose. It's somebody else's fault. The coach didn't do this, the coach didn't do that. At the end of the day, we've got to set a team up to win a game, and we've done it well this season, and nothing changes next season. The goalposts won't move. What we have to work with now, we'll have to work with next season. So listen, we'll just keep doing what we're doing.
And Stu, lastly, when you took the job, did you expect that there'd be lads in Mario Kart outfits wearing your mask today in the stand?
No, not at all. It's absolutely unbelievable. I woke up this morning and my wife Rachel, and I've just got to say a big thanks to her, because without her supporting me and allowing me to go to every game, it's incredible. Like, I'm out most evenings with Matty. Like, I speak to Matty now more than I do my wife. So look, I appreciate everything that she does, because without her I wouldn't be able to do the job that we're doing now between us. So it's a big thanks to her. But yeah, she woke up this morning, she's going, they've made masks up. I actually look better with a mask. So I'm thinking to see if I can grab a mask off one of the lads and wear it. No, but look, the support from the fans, it's been incredible. Like, and we really appreciate it. And that's why there's a real connection now. We make sure the lads have got to go right over to them. Eastleigh away was a big turning point, I think, with our fans as well. We weren't great on the day. It wasn't the worst performance, but we weren't great. And there was a lot of moaning and groaning, but we made sure we went right up to them and we were honest with them. We weren't great on the day, we hold our hands up. When we're poor, us as a management team, to the lads and everyone, we hold our hands up. But there's not been too many this year, and I think that's why we're all in it together now. And we're looking forward. If I'm being honest, we're a hungry management team, and we've got a hungry young squad. We don't want the season to end. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do for the next week. We've got the playoff games to go to, but I'm already thinking, like me and him are saying it, it'd be nice to have a break, but it won't. It's going to be horrible. Like, I'll be bugging him on the phone 24/7, and he'll be ringing me 24/7. We'll be watching loads of games again, but we don't want it to stop. We love it, and that's why you have that drive. And within our management team, all of us, we all have that drive and hunger to want to do better. And so it's been a great season. Thank you, Chris, and thank you. Like, you've supported us as well as the media guy. You've done a great job.
Okay, well, thank you for that, guys. A great way to cap off a really good season. Well done, boys.
Just a quick mention, you're a gaffer as well. You won the league and the cup, didn't you? Hey, Chrissy,
Yeah,
the media guy, we'll be coming to you for tips when it turns a little bit bad next season.
learning off you guys.
You're the new gaffer. Top man, Chris.
Thanks a lot, boys. Cheers.